A family being chased by a tornado with few options seeks shelter in a highway overpass.
Under here.
And holds on for the ride of their lives. April 26th, 1991, Kansas. Butch Gilbert and his daughters are driving south on the Kansas Turnpike. No stranger to tornadoes, Butch is not concerned about the weather.
April's early for the tornado season in Kansas. I figured we would be okay, hadn't heard anything.
Suddenly, Butch sees something in the distance.
Maybe a mile away, there was a tornado, and we could tell that tornado was coming directly toward us. Carrie, who's the younger, was in the back seat, and she says, "Dad, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, Dad."
At the time, Corey Gilbert Wallace is 14 years old.
If you're in Kansas, you've seen The Wizard of Oz, a million times. But I don't know that I knew what a funnel cloud was gonna look like. I certainly didn't know how big it was gonna be, and I didn't know how fast it could move.
The tornado is one of 54 developing that day. A series of twisters that ultimately kills 24 people. In his car, with the twister approaching, Butch knows he needs to locate a ditch to protect his family, but he can't find one.
Typically, you want to be down low in a ditch or underground below the fast winds.
At the same time, a news crew capturing the tornado on camera is also looking to save their own lives.
Lots faster, Greg. It's catching us. You gotta go, buddy.
Both have the same idea. Seek shelter under this overpass.
Let's go.
Get up underneath.
Under here.
The twister is barreling towards them, and tornadoes can move at speeds approaching 70 miles per hour.
There was no other option for us. And there was no way that we could have kept on driving. I think if we would have kept on going, we would have been trapped in the car in the tornado, and that we would not have survived that, I think.
Get up under the girders.
Is that where we want to go?
Yes.
And when people see us running up underneath the overpass, they're really seeing people who are out there. They don't have any other options. There's nowhere to run. There's no way to escape this. We've just got to survive this.
Many people see overpasses as a place of shelter, but in fact, experts say that it can actually be the worst place to go.
Going upward is a bad idea, and then in the case of an overpass, there's embankments with an opening there that you're going up under. That will let the wind squeeze through there, so it's like squeezing a tube of toothpaste that really squirts through there faster than the prevailing winds.
The tornado makes a beeline towards the overpass, as if it's seeking out the people hiding underneath.
I don't know that we're going to survive this. Am I going to be ripped limb from limb? Are my guts going to be ripped out of my body? Like, when you're a child, you don't know what's possible.
Finally, the moment they are dreading arrives, and the frightened group holds on to the overpass girders and each other.
I will never forget that sound. That was so loud, and at the same time as the temperature dropped, and you could feel the pressure, and the sound was so loud, you could feel the sound. I could feel the sound.
I think there really is a sense of gravity. You can feel the gravity of the tornado. Like, there's a weight to it because there's so much velocity.
I would say, without a doubt, that was the most intense 20 or 30 seconds of my life.
I got you. Hang on, you're okay. Hang on. You're all right.
They take the brunt of it without a scratch, and the tornado keeps moving along the Kansas Turnpike.
It's okay.
Experts advise strongly against seeking shelter under a bridge or overpass. Most don't have the shelf this one does, so experts say they should be avoided.
People should never seek shelter under an overpass. It does give the wrong impression that you can survive. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing to do.
Butch and Corey reminisce from time to time about their brush with death, but younger sister Carrie doesn't join in.
She didn't want to think about it. She had several times where she would wake up in the middle of the night and she would be dreaming about it. And I think it stayed with her.
Though experts say you should not ride out a storm beneath an overpass, The Gilberts are grateful for the one they found along Route 35.
We were very, very lucky. We were very lucky.